Hi, this is Patrick Rodriguez with SoulHealingTherapy.com. So today we're going to talk about a very common question that I get during sessions. And that's, why am I dealing with childhood issues right now? Why am I dealing with childhood issues at this stage of my life, and especially right now? What's this got to do with anything? So first, I want to explain, why is it that people contact me when they contact me for any type of healing? Sometimes people are just in pain, and they know that they're in pain and they just want out of their pain. Other times people call me because they want to accomplish something in their life. They want something, their desire, but they're not able to make it happen or even really work towards making it happen. An example of that may be a relationship. You want a love relationship, but you find that you're not even able to date because you've had too many bad experiences. Because usually the reasons that we come up with, the reasons that we tell ourselves, aren't the real reasons. It's not the energy block that's holding us back. So when we talk about soul healing, what we're really talking about is the energy, and most often the energy that prevents us from moving forward. And that energy, for most of us, stems from childhood. So when I get this question so often, sometimes it seems like every day, and it's a very normal question, is, why am I dealing with childhood issues at this stage of my life? Why am I dealing with childhood issues right now? Or what does my father or my mother have to do with trying to get my next job? So many different ways it comes up. And the reason is because our parents are the first role models that we have. Now you have to take into account that when you're a small child, you're very vulnerable emotionally, physically as well, but emotionally. So in that vulnerable position is just a little guy, a little girl. Everything looks huge, you know. Not only are mommy and daddy like gods and goddesses looking way up there, but also they're your emotional safety net for most of us. And so when we don't have perfect parents, and let's be honest, who has perfect parents? Well, sometimes life is a little bit daunting when you grow up. But you got to grow up, you know, and as a result, what we learn is to shove down the fear, shove down the hurt, shove down the pain. An alcoholic father, well, you can't deal with that and grow up. It's just too much to deal with. So you shove down the hurt of what it meant to have an alcoholic father, as an example, until you finally reach a point in your life when you're strong enough to deal with some of those issues, or those issues surface in ways that you just didn't expect. You know, sometimes it's holding the rigidity, the stiff upper lip, so to speak. As a child, you learned to do that because you had to, just to move on. And now that surfaces as arthritis. It seems like a far-fetched for a lot of people, but when you start to deal with the childhood issues and the energies begin to unravel, for many people, they find that their joints hurt less, or any number of physical conditions. But most often it comes from emotional conditions. So you want a love relationship, back to that again. And you start dealing with the issues with your parents and the issues with trust. As you begin to unravel those energies, as you begin to allow the fear to surface, the hurts to surface, you begin to let them go. And it's a process. Now, working through energy doesn't take as long as therapy. And I'm not here to put down therapy. I think that therapy helps a lot of people, and it has its place. An intellectual understanding does have its place. It's not what I do. I work with energy. So in working with energy, there does come a cognitive process, a thinking process. But that thinking really is the gatekeeper of the energy. So in other words, if consciously you choose to put blinders up and say, I don't hurt, 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 it's going to be almost impossible to release the energy of hurt. But if you get to the point of allowing the hurt to be there, now together we can allow that hurt to come up and release it, let it go. So dealing with childhood issues is nothing short of a total bummer and a total pain sometimes. But it's very effective. Through soul healing, we go in, we look at the energy of the child. We help it to resolve his issues or her issues. So it just doesn't hurt anymore. It feels safe to come out and reintegrate. And I help you with that. The issues of our childhood don't go away. They just get buried and come up in ways that we don't necessarily want or expect. And that is the reason for healing. So I hope that you'll join me in whatever way, through a video subscription, through personal sessions, whether you're working with someone else or myself. And I really do wish you the best in your journey. This has been Patrick Rodriguez with SoulHealingTherapy.com. I hope you'll like the video, subscribe, and we'll talk again.